Hello student, welcome to my class of computer science for class 11th. Here student, we have to understand how to traverse the element of a particular list. In earlier video we have covered how to create a list, what is the definition of that, how to access the element of a list, how to delete the element of a list, and how to append that. In this video we are going to understand how to traverse a list along with there are two different methods with the help of index value. So to do that student, I'm going to just start Python ideally, and now I'm going to open a already created file that I have created yesterday video. So the name of the file is list2. So you can see here is list2, and now I'm going to just show you the traversal method first. So traversal method first. Okay, so in this I will do one thing. I will use a loop along with loop variable. I will use here only membership operator, and I will type here list name, that is list object name list1, and I'll type here print definitely I. Whatever the element, it will be transferred to the loop variable and it will print. So what we are going to do, we are going to just simply print it. I'm going to just interpret it. You can see that a list Agra Delhi 4589 has printed here. Now second method we are talking about that. So I will do the one thing. I will use the particular second traversal method with the help of indexing. Okay, so what I'm going to do student, first of all I will use a variable, that is length variable. I will check out what is the length of this particular list object. I'm to say list particular list with the help of this. So now we will just go to just print what is the length. So you can see here it will print, I have misspelled. So I will do one thing student, I will just do like this and along with comma. Now you can see here length is 4. So here 0, 1, 2, 3 and last is 1 is 4. So now what we are going to do, we are going to just use a loop variable. Here is again I will use a loop variable j. So here I will use in a range function. Here the loop will start from 0. If I'll type here length -1, it will up to 3. So what I will do, I will use length only, because whatever the length -1 automatically followed by particular loop. So I will simply type here print j. In such condition, let's see what will the output. You can see in the place of element here only 1 2 0 1 2 3 has printed. So I don't want to do that, I want to print the element. So to print the element, I will simply type here list1 of j, because j will increment the particular indexing value and it will show you the element name. So you can see in this particular condition Agra Delhi 4589 has printed. And now student, we are going to just understand what are the basic operation of the particular list. As you know, the plus and the asterisk, I mean to say multiply operator, also respond to the list like a string. So that means concatenation and repetition also possible here, I mean to say in the case of list. So here except result and new list is not a string. So it means to say whatever the result after applying the plus and multiply operator, the result will always a list, not the string. So here some functions are here. So first of all we are going to understand the length function. In this particular example I have already given what is the length, how to get the length, you can see here. So I will show you. So to do that as student, I will do one thing, I will make it comment, because I don't want to include this particular example in my this next explanation. So suppose that here is I will just simply type print within double quote. I will type here len within round bracket list1 equals to, definitely what will come. So I will type here in a code len within round bracket list1. So here I will just, if I run it, you can see a value will print 4. How many elements are there? You can see that 1, 2, 3 and 4. So in the place of this also, you can just type print and then len. You can just type a list like 1, 3, 4, 7, 8. Okay, so same way we are going to just perform the same operation without including any function. I'm saying list name. We are just creating a list inside this argument, function argument. So what we are going to do, student? So in this condition, we are going to just pass the same content like 1, 3, 5, 7, 8. Now let's see what will the output. So you can see here is a length of this particular list which is created inside the length, that is function. So you can see that 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So we have understand what is the use of len function. Okay, so there are function and methods also. So here we are talking about the function. Now concatenation actually add two particular list which is definitely having the larger amount of the earlier two list. So we can do this one thing. Here is 1, 2, 3 one list and 4, 5, 6 another list. The finally after concatenation operator, you can see that 1, 2, 6 elements are there. That is only concatenation. Okay, so we will do that practically also. So what we are going to do, student, I will show you in a shell mode only. So here 1, 2, 3, 4 and then plus, then after that again I can say that 0, then 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. So after this you can see we have extend, I am to say we have concatenate the particular list. There are two different lists, but in this such case only one list is there. The final answer is list, not the string. Now the next operation we are going to understand the repetition with the help of asterisk, I am to say multiply. So if any element in the particular list, it will be repeat by multiply by which number. So you can see that here high and we have multiplied by 4, so it will repeat the particular element 4 times. So we will do the same here and again shell mode. So suppose that here is a particular high and I will just close this element and then I will repeat this by 5. So you can see 5 times it has come. So let's do another one practice. Here is 2 elements are there, that is again hi or hello. So now this one is closed and then after that multiply by 5. So you can see 1 hello, 1 hello, 1 hello will repeat 5 times. So whatever the element inside the list, it will be repeat. That is known as repetition. Next one thing, we are going to just see membership operator. So membership operator will help you how to check the element exists in your list or not. So you can see that we are going to check 3 in 1 to 3. It means to say list. It says true. I am to say return true if exists, otherwise false. This is known as membership operator or membership functions. So here in a shell mode, I will perform the same thing. Suppose that here is 2 in, definitely I will create a list 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So it will definitely give me 3. Okay, we can perform the same operation in such manner also. I will show you in the particular script mode. So I will do the command this one of code also. So suppose that if I have this particular function, suppose that if I'm going to check if here 45 in, then list 1. Okay, so it will say true definitely. In this situation, I have to type here true. Otherwise, I can say in else part print false. Okay, so let's see what will the output. So here you can see it has come true. Why? Because 45 in list 1, you can see 45 in list 1. If I'll just type 451, that is not in my list, so what will the output? That time it will be false. So we have understand how to use these particular functions. I am to say simply functions. And now iterations. Iterations, actually the another one feature by that traverser we have learned that. Okay, so here you can see for xi, okay, in 1 to 3, then print x. Whatever the element has come, that is list 1, okay, index 1, it will come transfer to x, x will print 2, then transfer to the x, x will print 3, will transfer to x, and x will print. So we have done it already. So once we have to do it again, because it is also the practice session for us. So what we are going to do, students, in this part we are going to just traverse it. So I will just copy it, and then after that I will show you. We have covered this particular example in method 1, traversal method 1. So you can see, if I'll run it, every content will be print. Or we can do one thing, student, we can here provide a list that is of your choice. Suppose that here 7, 8, 9, 1 and a 0. So in the place of Agra and this one thing, it will print the what thing? Element, whatever inside the list. Here is 7, 8, 9, this one thing. And now we are going to our study material back. Now we are understand the different list and function method. So here first particular function is comparison. That means say compare. It is denoted by CMP. There are two lists should be there, list 1 and list 2, and it will give you the results. Okay, so here according to this methods or study material, we will learn it, what will the output. So here you can see that list 1 is 1, 2, 3 XYZ, list 2 is 4, 5, 6 and ABC. So if you are going to just talk about this particular first line, that is list CMP, that is list 1 comma list 2, because this particular function requires two arguments. Okay, so list 1 will be first and list 2 will be second. If the result is negative, okay, it will be considered the first list is smaller than second list. If this is positive, then it will consider the first list is smaller than is greater than second list. So we will discuss it through the practically also. So what I'm going to do, student, I'm going to open my this particular script mode, and I will just do one thing, student. I will just delete the whole code, and I will type the particular list here. There are two lists I have. So you can see list 2. So in that I will paste some value like 1, 2, 3, and here is 987. Okay, so now we are going to just print a simply message here within not round bracket, because I am using here Python 2.7. So here CMP, within that we can see that list 1 comma list 2. Okay, or I can say that here print within that list 1 equals to, within double quote I will say, I will just use this. Simply I will type here list 1. I'll do one thing, I will copy this whole line and I will say here list 2 is that list 2, and I will say what will the output for that. So here I'll type the same thing, because I want to type the same thing with the help of copy and paste method also. So let's see what will the output. Now you can see -1. Okay, because list 1 is smaller than list 2, so that's why it has come -1. In the place of this one, I'm to say comparison this one. So what I'm going to do, student, I'm going to just use this one, list 2, here list 1. Here will same thing, because message should be appropriate according to the output. And now you can see again here -1 in first line, and second +1, that meant to say list 2 is bigger than list 1. Okay, so by this we have understand how to compare the elements. Okay, and now if you'll talk about this particular XYZ and ABC, okay, actually it is depends upon order. I will show you what is the order in a particular shell mode. So first of all, I will show you in fresh copy. Order actually, suppose that if I'll just type here ORD, that is actually order as a function that will provide me what is the order of A. I will show you this one. You can see 65. ORD of Z. Okay, so you can see 90. So if you'll talk about this particular explanation, here is XYZ, there is definitely it is bigger, ABC smaller. Okay, that's why whatever the concatenation and total of the number, it will compare like that. Okay, now we can talk about the next one function, len. We have learned what is the len function. Len function actually helps you to count how many elements are in my list. Okay, so here we have given here a simple list already. That is, for example, in this particular code we can say that. So I will comment it again by using triple quote. So if I'll just check what is the length of my first list, so I will say print within bracket, because I want to show the message to user also. I'm going to count the length of which function. I'm say list. So here len, within that I will say list1, and I will copy the whole line, and then I'll paste it list2. So message will be also changed here list2. So you can see here the length of list1 is 1, list2 is 1, because both list having only one element. So if I'll say here q either x y z and here again 7, so let's see what will the output. You can see here are two lists I have given here. Okay, I will do one thing, I will make the comment this one. Okay, now you can see, so here list 1 1 2 3 q, list 2 987 xyz and 7. So here you can see list 1 contain 2 element and list 2 contain 3 element. So we have understand how to count the list element. But in the such situation, suppose that there is a list 3. Okay, so list 3 we can say contain some value like 1 2, and then after that another list inside that, because list can contain the any object. So inside the particular element we are going to also insert another list. So here again I can say 1.1, here 1.2, here 1.3. okay, and then after that we can say that 3, or it will better if we'll write like this 2.1, 2.2, 2.3, like normal mathematics exercise we have seen. So here we are going to just count how many element of that. So let's see what will the output of that. So you can see 4 element in my particular list. Okay, I want to show this one also. So what I'm going to do, I will just copy this and then I will print it. I'm just paste it, and we will just going to run it. So you can see here list 1, list 2 is clear, and regarding to list 3, here how many elements are there? You can see 1 2 3. What about the list inside list? It is considered as single element. Okay, so here is 1 2, whole list considered as single element, 3, and here is 4. So how many elements are there? 4 elements are there, and I'm say 4 length of the particular list 3 is 4. So I hope student you have understand how to calculate the length of a list. And now we are going to understand the maximum element and minimum element of a list. So you can see here is a list and list 2 are there. So list 1, 1, 2, 3, XYZ, Zara and ABC is there, and list 2, 40, that is 456, 700 and 200 are there. So if you are going to check what is the maximum value among these two particular lists are there. So here we have to use max. Within this particular function, we have to pass the argument as a list object and we will get the output. In the first condition, Zara is a bigger one value. Why? Because of order. As I teach you, the order of Z is 90, A is 65, like that. So we can just calculate what is the value of the Zara. Z first. Okay, even then it is small or capital. Okay, so you can see 122, same way ORD, then I think small a, like this, then ORD, R, then again A. So what will the total of that? 122, 97, 144, again 197. What will be? It will be calculated and it will compare to other element of the list also, because whatever the value. Okay, I will show you. Let's see what is the output of this. So again ORD, again A. So 97, I will just open a calculator and now I'm going to calculate. So here 122 plus 97 plus 114 plus 97. So here 430 value has come. So student, in this example, ABC will be lesser, XYZ will be lesser, Zara will be bigger. So that is 430. So 430 is maximum among the list. So that's why Zara is bigger element among them. Okay. So we will do it practically according to our example. So here we have two lists, that is list 1 and list 2. We are going to just check which one is maximum among them. Okay. So here I will make it comment. And now I'm going to just check which is maximum number, I will say maximum value or element in my list 1. So here, so I will say print simply max in list 1. Okay, so I will say here max, within that I will pass list 1. So let's see what will the output of that. I will just run it again to show you in a fresh copy. You can see that Q is the maximum number. Now student, we are going to understand the next particular function, which one is maximum among them. So what I'm going to do, student, I'm just copy this particular function, I'm just a line, and I'll say in 2, which one is maximum among these two number. So you can see here is XYZ is maximum among them. Okay, so we have learned, student, which one is maximum, and in list 3 we can say which one is maximum element. So here is list 3 will be maximum because the total of this number will be definitely lesser than according to that. Okay, this will be definitely greater number because it is considered as a single element. Now we are going to understand the next one thing, that is minimum. So in the place of maximum we have to use minimum. So the comparison will be same, but the particular minimum value will come first. So in the place of max I will type here minimum. So let's see what will the minimum value. Now I'm going to just show you. Here is a minimum list in 123, list 2 is 7, okay, and list 3 is 1. So we have understand how to get the minimum and maximum value among them. And now we are going to understand list as a sequence. Actually this function, student, converts a tuple into a list. Suppose that we are having tuple and we are going to convert in a list. So this function will help me to convert in a list. Okay, so you can see a tuple that is given here within round bracket separated by a comma, and a particular list will store the value of tuple. I am to say convert it into a tuple. So it is considered as same as typecasting. So what we are going to do, student, I will show you in a particular this shell mode. Suppose that I have a particular list as a variable. Within that I can say that list as a function. Within that I'll say simply a tuple I have. Okay, a tuple, suppose that within round bracket I can say 1 2 3 4 5. So you can see a list I'll print. Now you can see this particular tuple will be considered as a particular list. So I will use t within tuple. I can say 0 9 then 8 6 5, and between that I will say that again 7. So this is tuple. If I'll type this t, you can see in the form of tuple. If I'll say a list equals to, within that list I am going to typecast it as a t. So you can see a list will be printed as a same thing tuple. Okay, and we can create a particular list of our given range also. So here a list, or I can say that without confusion b list, okay, equals to list. Simply I will say range from 0 to, we can say that 30. Okay, so you can see b list will print here. I misspelled, so I will write where b list. So you can see this particular whole from 0 to 29 has printed here. We will just run it again. I will show you. Suppose that here a b list I have, okay, and I want to just make a list of a given number. So I will type here range. Within that I will say 1 to simple 30 LSIT. You can see this from 1 to 29 has been created. So list function help us to create a list of any given range or any tuple. And now we have understand, student, the few functions of the list. I hope, student, you have learned it well. Till then, student, thank you and have a nice day.